Okay, my name is Bob Kinberg. I graduated in 1966 from Parkway Central High School. One of my favorite memories has to do with Al Burr.
Oh, well, he'll be here tonight.
I'm a lawyer, and I negotiate with adversaries, clients, colleagues sometimes. Al Burr actually taught me my first negotiating skill. One day I was in his office to talk to him about something which I have no recollection about, but he started off the conversation, and he told me he had a rather small office, and he told me that when he had somebody in his office who he was discussing a difficult issue with, he would put them in he would try to get a negotiating edge. It was kind of comical, actually. He would push this is what he told me, that he would push his desk up forward so that the person had, let's say, a little tight arrangement, so the person was physically constrained somewhat, while Al was behind his desk and had lots of room to stretch out and kind of lean back in his chair. And it was kind of, I just thought it was kind of interesting. He put me at ease, number one. He was talking to me as almost as a grown-up, if you will, rather than a principal to student. And I felt energized by that, and it's just a memory that stuck with me for a long, long time. So I got to thank Al for that wonderful negotiating lesson as well as the memory. My area of practice is intellectual property law, which is kind of a fancy term for patents, copyrights, trademarks, trade secrets, and unfair competition.
It sounds kind of elaborate.
But I specialize mainly in patent law. I always felt more comfortable in the math and sciences, but I think that Herb Jerling, my physics teacher at Parkway Central, really stimulated my interest because he made it fun to learn physics, just little projects we did in classes. And my interest in math and science was stimulated by those experiences, and I got everything that I could in those areas, went up to the highest level in math, and certainly was well prepared for college. I ended up going to Washington U and started off very competitive level with my peers at Washington U. Well, when I look, I have very fond memories of Parkway, and when you're in high school, most of the time is spent studying and preparing and going to class, and you have moments of fun in between.
Sure.
But when you look back, in fact, what you remember are mostly the times of great fun. You don't remember the hard work in between. So my suggestion to students is, well, work as hard as you can, but don't forget to have fun,
Right.
because that's what you really remember. I was involved in student government, and we organized a lot of activities. I remember one activity that we had a tug of war between the classes, between the 11th grade and the 12th grade, and I brought the rope that was going to be used for the tug of war. It was a big, thick rope, about an inch in diameter, and so we lined up. We had 150 kids on either side of the rope, and somebody said go, and everybody started pulling, and the rope snapped in two. And you can imagine 150 kids falling down that way and 150 kids falling that way. So, but we were ingenious. We doubled over the rope and did another tug of war.
Oh, wow.
And I think, my recollection may be bad on this, but I think the senior class won on that one. Patent law is a combination of technology and law. And law requires good English skills, in particular good writing skills. When I was in high school, I really had no idea what career I wanted, but I suspected it might be tied to science and technology, having no idea that I would become a patent attorney. So I didn't really concentrate on my writing skills in high school, if you will. But the lesson that I can give to students is that writing is probably an essential skill in almost every career. And so the lesson is to, no matter what your interests are, is read, and write as much as you can, because the writing skills are going to be important in almost every endeavor that you undertake.